Today, Brian Johnson, who is the sponsor of the movement Don't Die, had a short video on the pTau 217 test. He went and had his test run, and his was borderline. His was 0.14, whereas diagnostic of high risk for Alzheimer's is 0.15. So he went and did hyperbaric oxygen treatments, and his number came down 28%. I recently put a podcast out where I did my pTau 217. Mine was 0.07. So on that biomarker, I am beating Brian Johnson. Not all markers, obviously, but I'm working on it. But I still want to encourage everyone to go out. Quest Labs has the pTau 217. The cost is about $360, which is in our budget longevity range of money we're willing to spend. Now, hyperbaric oxygen therapy is pretty expensive unless you own your own hyperbaric chamber. And since you and I aren't spending $2 million a year on our longevity, I'm not recommending that. I have an assortment of things that you can do that I think would lower your risk for Alzheimer's and possibly lower your pTau 217. First off, exercise, particularly weight training, strength and resistance training is showing evidence. Taking a multivitamin and vitamin D probably are worth taking, and it'd be interesting to do your pTau 217 and add those therapies next. Beyond that, astaxanthin and coenzyme Q10 might be beneficial. Coenzyme Q10 is necessary for mitochondrial function and is decreased by taking statins. And astaxanthin, which is what turns salmon flesh pink, is from plankton and crustaceans that the flamingos and salmon eat that turn them pink. And that's been shown, particularly in men, to have longevity effects. Then beyond those basics, I would say the medications that we're taking in our budget longevity are the new SGLT2 inhibitor off of Mark Cuban's mail-in drug plan is only $50 a month. Sildenafil, which is Viagra, or anything in the phosphodiesterase family, can be taken less than $10 a month. I think taking a statin or getting your LDL cholesterol by other means, particularly PCSK9 inhibitors, although that's not on our budget. Zetia is another cholesterol-lowering drug that I think would be beneficial. So I think there are things you can intervene with if your pTau 217 is elevated, but first thing to do is get testing. Testing is important, as Brian Johnson says. You can't change something. You can't alter something. You can't improve it if you can't measure it. So go get the test. It's worth the $350. Do some interventions and then recheck it and see if that your interventions are reducing. Mine was 0.07. I'm really kind of proud of that. And I think with my family history, I think that's a tribute to some of the therapies and some of the things that we're doing in our budget longevity group. Thanks for watching. Continue to follow us on Budget Longevity for budget-friendly tips for people who don't spend $2 million a year on their longevity, but want to stick around long enough for the longevity escape philosophy